The Rookie Season 7, Episode 13 aired Tuesday, April 8 on ABC and focused on Mid Wiltshire's newest recruit. The official synopsis reads, when anti-lapped billboards emerge throughout the city, the team searches for who's responsible. Meanwhile, a car bombing prompts an investigation, Miles reconnects with an old friend, and John and Bailey assess their ability to adopt. Miles' old friend turns out to be a former teammate and all-star football player looking for a new security detail. The trainee is offered an impressive salary, leaving him with a monumental decision to make by the end of the episode. Given that Miles is currently living out of his car, it's no surprise that he considered making the switch. However, after a talk with Tim, Miles realizes that being a police officer is his calling. He turns down the job and opts to stay at Mid Wiltshire to continue learning from his training officer, Deric Augustine. I was actually headed to the gym, and I pulled over, and Richard called me. And yeah, we got renewed. My first reaction was excited. I'm very, very excited to be a part of this family. Again, if I come back, we never know. I'm just happy, honestly, for the fans, for the cast and the crew. Everybody works so hard. On set, it's like a big family. I wish you guys could see how much we interact and how much it's just so smooth. This is the best show I've worked on in my life, and it starts at the top with Nathan, Fillion, and Alexi, Hawley. We have so much fun, Deric Augustine. When I first read the script, I was like, yes, finally. Laughs, I love the fact that the fans are going to see more of Miles' history. We get to see who he truly was back in Texas and how much more different he is now with this new career path that he chose. And I think this is the type of closure Miles needed to make sure that he's on the right path in life, because this is a big thing. I think him choosing this career path outside of football was a hard decision for him, and I think he battled between, I used to be this football star, and now I'm being a cop. Which is going to bring me more fulfillment. And I think he has finally found that fulfillment and that family he desperately needed and wanted. Deric Augustine. No, I wasn't surprised at all, because I think football is in his past, and I don't think he would work this hard to become a cop if he didn't think this was the right decision for his life. I think that the football life is closed forever now. Being a cop is where his heart is. I use substitution method in my acting, and Ivana Chubbuck is my teacher. My overall objective for Miles is to be the best cop in the world, to be legendary as a cop. And for him, that means giving it his all, giving it his best, learning from his co-workers, his TO, his supervisors, and that's what he's doing. I think he's all in now. Deric Augustine. Oh, that's a good question. That's great. Honestly, I think Miles has learned the majority of how to be a cop from Tim. In my acting, a lot of my substitution is for him to be my mentor, to be my big brother, and to learn from him. And Miles is doing that. Even like the little nuances of Miles trying to do what he wanted to do in that first episode when he was a little bit of a bravo guy and Tim said, hey, man, slow it down. Follow your rule book. This is what we do. Those little things Miles has learned and gravitated to, it's in his essence now. Miles is always studying Tim, even though Tim is probably unaware of it. I think if this goes on to season 18, I think you're going to see a mini Tim in Miles. And I think Tim is learning patience from Miles. I think he's learning how to be a big bro to Miles, not just to Miles, but to any other trainee he's getting. I think he's learning that patience, how to be a big brother, a mentor to his trainees, and also friendship on a level as brothers. We see that a little bit with Miles and Seth, but I love the true little brother, big brother dynamic that they really, really do have. It's different from Richard. I think Miles looks at Richard as a father figure. It's really a difference between a father figure and a big brother figure. That relationship is stronger from little brother to big brother. And I think Miles has finally found that big brother relationship that he probably was looking for his entire life. Deric Augustine. You know what, I've seen the stuff, especially on Twitter. I think they're calling the ship Melina, or something like that. I see there are people voting right now on the Miles and Selena ship name, which is so cool. I think Miles is a professional. That's why when people were kind of shipping him and Rachel, Miles would never date someone his TO dated, because I think that's how professional Miles is, and he's from the South. We have morals and values in the South. We don't do that. I think Miles is going to do everything he can to not mess up his job or bring any type of ill will to the Mid Wiltshire division. So if he gets into a relationship with anyone at that division, he's going to be all in. But I will say this, she's a taken woman on the show, and Miles does not cross that line. So they're friends right now, and they're very, very good friends. And Selena needs Miles just as much as Miles needs Selena, because they teach each other things. I think Selena really teaches Miles how to be humble and how to get along with people. Even in that first episode, when she was like, if you need anything, any help, this is what we do, and Miles was like, I'm from Texas. I don't need no help. But he desperately did need help, and Selena was kind enough to offer that help, and we're going to see more of that friendship relationship, hopefully, in future episodes.